Hi everyone, my name is Clerin, and today I'll be teaching you about the flow of blood through the heart. So what is the heart? It is the amazing organ which keeps us alive, but more specifically, it's a large muscular organ which pumps blood throughout the body. Why is the heart so important though? Well, without it there would be no blood flowing through our veins, and the heart allows blood to deliver oxygen and nutrients to the cells and removes waste product. But before we discuss the flow of blood through the heart, let's go through some vocabulary. There are four chambers of the heart called the right atrium, right ventricle, and left ventricle. The right atrium receives oxygen-poor blood from the body. The left atrium receives oxygen-rich blood from the lungs. The right ventricle receives blood from the right atrium and passes it to an artery and into the lungs to pick up oxygen. And the left ventricle pumps oxygen-rich blood to the rest of the body through the ventricles. Now, there are four valves of the heart which pretty much acts as a bridge to allow blood to flow into each chamber, preventing backflow of blood. The tricuspid valve controls blood flow from the right atrium to the right ventricle. The pulmonary valve regulates blood flow from the right ventricle to the pulmonary arteries. The mitral valve opens to allow blood to move from the left atrium to the left ventricle. And the aortic valve allows oxygen-rich blood to move from the left ventricle to the aorta. Now, the aorta is extremely important. This is the main artery which carries the blood from the heart to the rest of the body. As a disclaimer, there is a conduction system in our heart, but I'll discuss that at a later date. In case you haven't picked this up, the heart has two sides, the right and left side. The flow of blood through the heart starts at the right side. Now, as a disclaimer, this might sound a little weird that we are starting on the left side as seen in the video, but in fact, this is the right side of the heart. The blood enters the heart through two big veins called superior and inferior vena cava, which empties oxygen-poor blood in the right atria. When the atrium contracts, this allows for the blood to flow through the tricuspid valve, which in this moment is open, and into the right ventricle. When the ventricle is full of blood, the tricuspid valve shuts. As the ventricle contracts, the blood leaves the heart through the pulmonic valve into the pulmonary artery and into the lungs where the blood is oxygenated. Now let's focus on the left side of the heart. So now the pulmonary vein empties oxygen-rich blood from the lungs into the left atrium of the heart. When the atrium contracts, the blood flows from the left atrium to the left ventricle through the mitral valve, which in this moment is open. Once the ventricle is full, the mitral valve shuts to ensure that no blood goes back to the left atrium. As the left ventricle contracts, the oxygen-rich blood leaves the heart through the aortic valve and out through the aorta, and the blood travels throughout the body through veins and arteries. Isn't it just amazing that while you learn about the heart, all of what we discussed is currently occurring? Now that was a quick overview of the heart for you. I hope you learned something new and can apply it in real life.